Meanwhile, Joe Biden utters one populist platitude. I mean, honestly, like really, it's a platitude. I would rather the platitude than not, but it's just a platitude, right? I mean, Joe Biden is represented, we used to call him the senator from MBNA. I mean, this guy is his career is so heavily invested in the banking industry that it is stunning. But he makes one platitude and then it's just like, forget it. This is MSNBC, the left, presumably left-leaning network. Now, granted, it's dayside, but here is Stephanie Ruhle after Joe Biden said the unthinkable.
Michael, Joe Biden said yesterday that his campaign is Scranton versus Park Avenue. Why is he going with this divide and conquer approach? That's Trump's thing. What about a message for all Americans? I don't live on Park Avenue, but I live pretty close to it. And you know how I got there? Working my butt off. He doesn't want my vote?
Well, okay. There's so much here to unpack. I think he was being metaphorical, which I only raised because she said, like, I don't live on Park Avenue, but I live close. Now, maybe she's speaking metaphorically as well.
What is your address exactly, Stephanie?
But there's no OPSEC there, right? No operational security. But one of the first off, like, where does Donald Trump? Where's Donald Trump doing? What does he do? Donald Trump is not doing this. The idea that you can run an election where you're not creating any divides between people is absurd. The reason why you have an election in a country where the Republican president the Republican serving as president in 2 out of 3 elections lost the popular vote, just squeaked by with the electoral vote under dubious circumstances, is because this country is very, very, very split along many, many lines. What Donald Trump does is scapegoat people who are not white. That's very different from saying that my campaign is focused on small cities and Main Street as opposed to Park Avenue wealthy elite. It's not the same as Donald Trump. I mean, I think everyone who is not a child understands that. He was obviously also talking metaphorically. I mean, because there's Park Avenues in every city. And I don't think he was talking about Park Avenue, let's say, in Worcester. It's Scranton versus Park Avenue or in Worcester, Massachusetts.
No, I think he was talking about Park Avenue in downtown Hartford.
I mean, I presume he's talking about, it's about working class people, blue collar people, middle class people versus people who can afford multi-million dollar residences. I mean, I would imagine that's what it's about there.
I think Ruhle understands it as that way too, actually. She's just like, what, you're going to turn your back on us?
Exactly. I mean, it's pretty stunning. I mean, just even like, I can give you one reason why you would do that, because there's a lot more of the people in the Scranton bucket than in the Park Ave bucket. But it's also just sort of shocking. Like, does she really believe that he believes that?
Yeah. What's her deal?
She can't.
Isn't she a wealthy liberal? Like, she should like Joe Biden.
Yeah, I think she's wealthy. Yes. I saw
that's just like a weird like counter marketing, like counter brand marketing of herself, right? That she's like, I'm a hardworking lady who used to be a hedge fund sales manager, and now I'm a journalist.
Hey, those are long hours.
I mean, I don't even know. Like, there's so much that is invested in that. Like, I imagine she's sincere, but it's also sort of like, really? I don't know. I just seems so narrowly tailored. Why is Joe Biden attacking me?
Well, maybe Bernie Sanders has poisoned populist language for them to the point where even if they know it's a platitude coming from Joe Biden, it's just so triggering they can't help it.
They're very concerned about it getting out of control.
Mm-hmm.